Good morning, students. I hope you all are good at home. My name is Ms. Hafsa Jameel, and before I start my work, I would like to share some preventive measures like stay at home and wash your hands for at least 20 seconds, use sanitizers, protect yourself and your dear ones. Well, getting back to my point, I am here to teach you Oxford Modern English book by Nicholas and Claire Horsburgh. As we have done our Unit 1 Anwar's Dream in the previous video, today we are going to do our poem My Cat. It is written by Nicholas Horsburgh himself. My Cat is a poem, and in this poem he has described about his pet animal, which is a cat, and he has also given him a name. And the name of that animal, cat, is Rish. What does Rish do in the house? What does Rish do outside the house? What does Rish like to eat? What does Rish like to play? These all are the things which has been described by Nicholas Horsburgh in his poem My Cat. You can read this poem with me as well. So place your finger on the very first word and we will start our reading. I have a cat. His name is Rish. His fur is white and he likes fish. In this whole passage, Nicholas has described about the name of his pet animal and told us that his fur color is white. And what he likes to eat? He likes to eat fish. He hunts and walks. What does that word means? Hunts. It is a difficult word. We have selected for you also, and we have placed that word on the board for the further description. Like here, that first word was fur. Fur means F-U-R, fur. Fur means the soft, thick hair on animal's body. You must have seen so many hair on different animals' body. The hair on the body of the animals are called fur. Okay, students, place your finger on the very first word and we will start the reading. I have a cat. His name is Rish. His fur is white and he likes fish. He hunts and walks about my house. He's always out to catch a mouse. I play with him and keep him clean. A smarter cat you have never seen. After the reading, we will discuss the difficult words which we have selected from the poem and we have noted them down on the board. Over here, the first word is F-U-R, fur. Fur means the soft, thick hair on animal's body. The second one is hunts. Hunts. H-U-N-T-S, hunts. Hunts mean to chase other animals for food. To chase other animals for food. Third word is catch. C-A-T-C-H, H. Catch. Catch means to hold something that is moving. To hold something that is moving. Last word is smarter. This word has been utilized for the cat Rish by Nicholas Hobsbawm, which means more intelligent. More intelligent. These are the words, the difficult words we have selected for you for the better understanding. Now, I will show you some other pet animals. Over here, Rish, this is a cat, not that Rish itself, which Nicholas has described in his poem, but I have made another cat which can also be a pet of someone else. Like you can have pet animals like these: parrots, pigeon, fish, cats, even mouse at your home. Some people like to have these pet animals at home. Pet animals are those animals which we rear at our homes. Those animals are very friendly to us and we used to have them at home, feed them, love them and care them, and they do also care for us. Now, after reading about pet animals, we will come to the grammar work which have been selected from the specific book, Oxford Modern English book by Nicholas, and it has been taken from that poem. Some particular material from grammar book has been taken, unit or from that poem, My Cat. Okay, the grammar work, the first part we have selected is jumbled word. What is jumbled words? We will read the definition of jumbled word first. A word which has no sense. A word which has no sense or a meaning is called jumbled words. Like those words which are not sensible words, which have no meaning, those words are called jumbled words. For example, these words are jumbled words. This word R-U-F, roof. This has no sense. This word has no meaning. But why it has no meaning? Because we are reading this word from right side to left side. This will make a sense. Like if you will put the first word F first, then U at the second and then R at the third, you will get a meaningful word. Roof is not a word. Fur is a word. U of this word is called jumble word, and we have unjumbled this word after making it sensible, making a word like F-U-R, fur. Second word we have selected is tack. T-A-C, tack. Tack is not a word, but if we will read from this side, from right side to the left side, we will get a good word like cat. C-A-T, cat. This word is not sensible, is not meaningful, but this word is meaningful. So this is the way you will do this jumble words on your booklet, page number 06. This part, these are your jumble words and you will make these words sensible. Okay, now you can do these jumble words as I have told you how to make your words sensible, your jumble words in a sensible word. You can do your page number 6 on your booklet, English booklet here on your book, page number 6. This part, these are being given in a worksheet for you. If you will find a sensible answer, that would be perfect, that would be great. But if you will not find a good answer, a sensible answer, you can search the notes which have been already provided to your parents. You can find the answer from there, learn them, and you can write those answers from there on these blanks. The next part we are going to do is preposition. This is also included in your grammar work. First of all, you will read the definition of preposition with me. A preposition shows the position between one noun and another. Preposition and the examples of the prepositions are under, on, down, up. These four are the prepositions which have been given to you in this box. You have to select one of the preposition and place it in these given four sentences. Fill these blanks with these preposition. First of all, what you will do, look at the picture carefully and then decide which preposition is most accurate for that specific blank. We will read the sentence, Anwar is dash the log. What is Anwar doing? Anwar is sitting on what? On a log. So what do you think, which preposition is most appropriate for this sentence? Under? No, on. Anwar is on the log. We have found our first preposition. Now the second sentence is Anwar is climbing dash the tree. Climbing under the tree? No. Climbing down the tree? No. Climbing up the tree? This is more appropriate. This sounds most perfect. Anwar is climbing up the tree. Part number C. The leaf is falling dash. The leaf is falling under? No. The leaf is falling on? No. The leaf is falling down. Yes, the leaf is falling down on the ground. We have found the third one also. Now the last one, the ant is dash the leaf. The ant is dash the leaf. The ant is under the leaf. Yes, these already been done. What was left? Only this one. So we have used this last preposition at the last sentence. The ant is under the leaf. This portion is done. Now what is left? This part. This part is your comprehension and has been converted into MCQs. Three options have been given to you, in which one option is correct. You have to read the question first. Is Rish male or female? And then read the options male, female, and the third option is bird. What is Rish, male or female? Rish is a male. What you have to do? You have to circle it. Circle the right answer. All the points till the end of this book have been converted into MCQs. All the points in this book have been the question and the comprehension of all the points in this book have been converted into MCQs. So, and in this MCQs you have to select one answer and circle it. That's it. No word meaning, no word sentences will be done on the notebook, only for the poems. Other units or lessons like Anwar Dreams, as we have done in the previous video, that lessons, word meanings and word sentences will be done on the notebook with the classwork date and day mentioned on the top. Only the poems, no word meanings and word sentences will be done on the notebook. I hope you got a good understanding about Nicholas Hossberg's this poem, My Cat. Keep on reading and inshallah we will meet soon again. Thank you.